Welcome to the House that Hammer built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. Hope everybody's having a great Monday. Yes, we lost, so everybody's probably not doing that great. Do me a favor, those coming on in, y'all know the routine, and if you don't, I'm gonna learn you. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. Let's do a quick roll call as we get into this. We also are on the new Pro Sports fan app as well. So this is going to be the first time that the listeners in there are going to be able to hear me. That's running on my phone, but we're live on YouTube as well. Raider Nation News today, for those that don't know. But let's get through this roll call real quick. Clarence Taylor, Garrell Webster, Dominique, Yeti, Jones Jr. was good. Darth Raider, Four Alarm, Nick, Carlos, Mondo, Raul, John B, Tony Delgado, David Kellenberger, Blazing Raiders, salute. Let's kind of do it this way for those that are big WWE heads. Raider Nation.
What do you guys want to talk about?
Obviously, there's a lot to talk about, especially after that dumpster fire. You guys saw the thumbnail. 24-17 loss yesterday to the Los Angeles Chargers. Let's get this up on the screen for you guys real quickly. Here you go. O'Connell, 24-39, 238 yards, 1 interception. Jacobs was doing it all yesterday, totaled over 100, over 130, almost 139 yards total yesterday. 58 on the ground, 81 in the air. He had that one punch in from the 1 yard line. Justin Herbert, 13-24, 167 yards, 1 touchdown. It's a rushing one. 1 interception, 17 carries for Kelly, 65 yards. Palmer, 3 receptions, 77 yards. Let me go into it strictly for Mr.
Hey, yo.
Let's get into this. Aiden O'Connell yesterday, as I stated, 24-39. QBR, 8.2. Very, very disturbing. Rating, 68.1. 1 interception. He was sacked 7 times. 7 times. 3 fumbles, 2 lost. Wasn't a great game for him, but at the same time, his first game as a starter, man. The offensive line could only do so much. It really was a tale of two halves, and then we get down late in the fourth quarter. 1st and goal inside the 5, and we know how that ended. Stupid hot route, stupid pass play on 1st and goal, and we shit the bed again. Interception, Asante Samuel. Samuel could have did a lot more damage there. He could have actually ran a little bit more and ate more of that clock than we had. It was about 2 minutes, 33 seconds left. Shout out to Pineapple B122 on the $10 super chat. Appreciate you. As it stands right now, we already know it is a terrible losing record of 7-14, well underperformed by, I don't even want to call him a head coach anymore. I know everybody's got the pitchforks out, the torches. Everybody wants this guy gone. And at this point, it's a sin that we're watching this and seeing this on a regular basis. It really does. 2 straight weeks of just terrible mistakes, terrible play calling. Yesterday, it was the play calling, especially towards the tail end of the game. I'm glad he was going back to using that I formation for that run game. Again, Jacobs, almost 140 total yards yesterday. But it's frustrating, man. It's incredibly frustrating to see this piss poor product. Last weekend, you guys know I was out there. You're down 8 and you want to kick a field goal. Like, who does that? Brendan Staley gave you that opportunity yesterday. 4th and 1, you guys stopped it. And what? Again, there's other factors, but the common denominator as it stands right now is Josh McDaniels. And it's incredibly frustrating and annoying that we have to deal with this now. This team realistically, and I know this is a shoulda, coulda, woulda, this should be a 3-1 team right now. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I don't think I'm wrong with that. We should be a 3-1 team as it stands. Shout out to Eli. Again, we're on here and we're in the Pro Sports fan app. Damn, I'm trying to move his chat and I can't say. Back-to-back weeks of shit play calling is painful. That's a fact. That's a fact. We've gone through Jamarcus Russell. We can handle this trash. Do you want to handle this trash though? Do you want to continue to be subjected to this shit? Like this is frustrating as fuck right now. Like I'm not holding punches tonight, and I definitely want to hear from you guys in regards to this shit as well. Let me actually pull this up on the screen because I didn't put it up, and I should have put it up for those that are new to the channel as well. But yeah, Josh McDaniels, realistically right now, is the common denominator. He is the main problem right now. I said it during Wasted's Live, and I've been saying this for the last few weeks. I really much rather see the next head coach be a defensive mind head coach. We've seen this offensive shit the last couple of years, and it's really not doing dividends for us. Our defense has been really the Achilles heel for the last few years. Even though going into yesterday's game, I believe, if I remember correctly, we were ranked 18th in the league going into that game. But here's some little fun facts, and shout out to Sean Johnson. He's always delivering the dimes via Instagram, and you guys see the socials on the screen, so follow me on the socials as well. Right now, as it stands, the Raiders are averaging 15 points a game. That is the worst per game average since the 2009 team that averaged 12.3 a game in Jamarcus Russell's last season as a starter, and he started 12 games. Like, really? The only other worst season from a points per game perspective was the 2016, which averaged 10 points a game. It's the third lowest points per game average in the 62-year history of the team. It is the worst points per game season by far of any team. McDouchebag, McDickless, McDildo, whatever you want to call him. But this has been his worst points per game as a head coach too. Again, head coach, you wear way too many hats. You are not a head coach. You are an offensive coordinator. Stick to what you know. Your play calling, your clock management is ass. Complete ass. And it's this right here. Look, I think any other owner in their right mind already seeing this a year and 4 games in, again, 7-14 as the Raiders head coach. If I was in that situation, if I was Mark Davis, this is a fireable offense right now, especially when it comes to 2 straight weeks that you guys could have came back, you could have won these games, and McDaniels let you guys down. I'm not going to steer away from other shit that happened in that game. Jerry Tillery, the boneheaded call. I am going to play Josh McDaniels' presser as well, because hearing that presser today made me even more pissed off than I already was. Actually, let me pull that up right now for you guys to hear. And those that are on pro sports fans, I'm sorry. You guys aren't going to be able to hear this right now, so you have to bear with me. That should be a fireable offense just off that logic alone. Appreciate you. Let me find this because, again, I listened to this on the drive home, and, like, dude, you're just making excuses. You threw Aiden O'Connell under the bus last night. You, of all people, trying to throw somebody under the bus, stop it. Please stop it. Let's see. Let me see. Sorry for the dead air, guys. You know, I hate doing that to you guys. And I will get back to the chat momentarily. Here we go.
As we talked about after the game, I mean, after watching the film, you know, opportunities there, need to take advantage of them. Obviously, the biggest thing we have to do is stop, you know, contributing to losing with mistakes that we have control over. And
how about contributing to a game plan that's gonna fucking win you a game? How about not passing the ball on 1st and goal at the 4 fucking yard line?
Most of those center around turnovers and penalties, and so you know, we'll keep working at both areas to try to play a turnover-free game, a penalty-free game. When we do that, I think the result will be a lot more favorable for us. So, you know, we're going to address those things again and continue to harp on them. Thought the kicking game, thought we made some really solid plays in the kicking game, had some things that we have been working on, got a decent return on the kickoff return from DeAndre, got really good punting from AJ, some good coverage. I thought we physical in terms of some of the coverage guys. Kanai Mauga showed up big time yesterday in terms of his coverage. So there was a lot, in the kicking game that I felt like we made some progress in. Put him back there a number of times relative to the field position part of the game. Defensively, I thought we talked about this yesterday after the game. We missed a handful of tackles that ended up in some extra yards that, if we can get those guys to the ground. Otherwise, we would have, I think we would have stopped them a few other times as well. But I thought they really got a handle on how the game was being played defensively as it went on. Played physical. Again, take away a few of the missed tackles, and I thought we really tried to kind of contain this group as best we could. It's obviously really good quarterback and a good offense, and to hold them where we did and give ourselves an opportunity, I give our defense a lot of credit. And as we talked yesterday, I thought
all right, fuck all the dumb shit, because I'm not gonna listen to this anymore. Like, excuse after excuse after excuse after excuse after again, the play calling was god awful. Our offensive line did a terrible job as well. Aiden O'Connell was sacked 7 times, 3 fumbles, 2 lost, 1 interception. The refs not calling shit or calling shit against us. The Tillery thing I get. And somebody, I don't know what reporter it was, asked the asinine question of when Tillery did what he did and got ejected, did that fire your team up? Like, you just lost one of your starting defensive linemen. Why would that fire anybody up? You guys knocked around Justin Herbert in the second half, fucked up his finger. He was rocky when he went back out there the next 2 drives. Like, Tillery doing what he did, another boneheaded move. He did it against the Rams, smacking the ball out of Mayfield's hand on that Thursday night game, costing us yards, costing us a game. You had the penalty by Tillery. You had the offsides by David Long Jr. Had Hobbs been there, we know Hobbs wouldn't have been offsides on that shit. And that was another opportunity for a turnover. That was a strip sack there by Max Crosby. That would have been ours as well. Like, I'm not playing any more of this presser. Like, again, hearing the excuses is beyond frustrating. Like, this dude has to go. Defensively, we're not bad right now. We're really not. Some adjustments, yes. Merrick got an interception yesterday with the little Mega Man cast on. Look, I believe, if I remember correctly, that's his first career interception in the league. Good for him. Offensive pass interference called on us. Offensive pass interference not called against us or on the Chargers at the end of the game. Clearly, Palmer extended that arm and pushed off. But no flag was thrown, right? That sealed the deal, obviously. Like, a lot of shit, a lot of repetitive shit, lack of discipline. The offensive line has to pick it up and get their shit together quick. JJ came back with a vengeance yesterday, and I was hoping yesterday would be the game. He totaled almost 140 total yards. O'Connell was his first game. This was actually him seeing NFL game speed because he's going against starters. All those other guys he was going against in the preseason, second, third, fourth, guys that are trying to get jobs, guys that were trying to make the 53-man roster. So I can't really give that kid any shit right now, nor should anybody. He's a rookie. 4th-round pick. He's been the emergency quarterback these first 4 weeks. You can't give this kid shit right now. And a lot of people were doing it yesterday. A lot of people in the chats, oh, Caleb Williams time, Caleb Williams time. Yes, we saw the tweet. Allegedly, the Raiders are one team he would love to play for. I think it was the Raiders, the Niners, the Cowboys, and the Giants. Yay. 49ers, top of their division. Giants, ass right now. Cowboys, middle of the road. Us, as it stands right now, if the season were to have ended yesterday, we would have the 3rd overall pick. Guess what? The Bears might actually pull that trigger and go for Caleb Williams, and we'd be shit out of luck. I think Dobbs, or I can't even remember what other quarterback it was that would be there for us. So stop with the Caleb Williams shit already. Like, season's not over. Am I being optimistic? No, because I told you guys last week I wasn't going to sit here, excuse me, I wasn't going to sit here, give you a whole nother week to be like, okay, I'll give you my final official prediction. I said it last week, and I'm sticking to it right now. As long as McDaniels is the play caller, and I'm actually going to go less than what I said last week. 4-13. 4-13, 5-12. If this dude is our play caller, if this is a dude that's calling the shots right now, 4-13, 5-12. Sorry, not sorry. And if you feel some type of way, sorry about your damn luck. JT Douglas on the $2 kicking game like punt from the 37 instead of a field goal. I'm telling you, this dude has no fucking brain. Don't get me started on damn refs. Can't win with a shit coach and blind refs. That's a fact. The O-line will get Jimmy killed next week. We have Green Bay, right? At home. I believe it was 4-alarm dumpster fire said earlier. He's got an opportunity to go to the game. Do I go to that game? I'm like, you could go, but I think the Chiefs heads probably run deep as well. They're probably going to fill that stadium as well. Like I said, the only home game that we had, the only home field advantage that we had truly was yesterday. And we shit the bed. Thank you, Josh McDouchebag. Now I'm trying to come up with a new one because everybody has different ones. Raider fan, he's a transfer from Oklahoma, and that's not a stat. Damn, as long as we have McDaniels, we might not win another game. That's a fucking fact, man. Shout out to Mark Brady. Guys, let's go to this part. And let's go. Actually, I could take this off the screen. There's your rundown. Now's the fun part because I put it up on IG when I promoted this today. I want to hear from you guys. I want to hear you guys sound off. I want to hear the most pissed off of pissed off Raider Nation. Call in, sound off right now. You see it on the screen. The SeatGeek Vault line, 347-471-0361. We are taking your calls. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I think I've said enough in the first 20 minutes we've been on. So you guys want to call in and sound off, be my guest. Keep that fire hammer. McDaniels is 100% a beta male. Hold up. We do got our first call. And you guys know how I have to do this. Oh, no, I don't have to do this. Ladies and gentlemen, our resident meathead is in the building, but I think I answered it wrong. So, dude, do me a favor and call me right back, please. Thank you. He actually called my phone, and I'm not supposed to be answering on my phone tonight. So give me a second. Shit, we got another caller anyways. Let's do this. Hold up. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Hammer? This your boy, old school Raider.
What's up, man? Sound off.
All right, calling from Lithonia, GA. I got a lot to talk about.
Let's go.
All right, well, first of all, I say Aiden O'Connell did a real good job of his playing style yesterday. But the main problem is this. It's Josh McDumbass. Can I say that?
Absolutely.
Can I say that?
I'm not holding,
okay.
Like I said,
All right.
I ain't holding punches. Y'all got to sound off tonight.
Josh McDumbass is the main damn problem. First of all, you was right about what you told me last time. He was the offensive coordinator. This man made a living of holding Tom Brady's Gatorade when he was in New England. Then when he got to the Denver Donkeys, he ran that damn team into the ground and all the quarterbacks that they had, and now he just fucking up everything.
Facts.
You know, in my personal opinion, I'm with you. What Wasted said yesterday, the running game going good for Josh Jacobs, and that damn first and I think it was 4th and 4 or whatever it was.
First and goal
he
on the
should
4.
have gave the ball to Josh Jacobs to let him score that touchdown so we can tie the damn game.
You know what's funny? He was in that situation in the Super Bowl against the Seahawks, and what the Seahawks did,
Okay.
like,
oh Lord,
come on,
please,
dude.
yes, I remember that.
You would think that you know better. Fucking run the ball. First and goal on the 4-yard line. Run the fucking ball.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. And I told you, I have been a Raiders fan since the LA Raiders. sitting on the living room floor playing Tecmo Bowl on Nintendo, listening to Strata Compton album by NWAMC. So, hey, I've been with this team through the good, the bad, and the ugly, and damn it, I seen him come and I seen him go.
Right.
But that motherfucker don't need to be no damn. He's not head coach material, like Wasted said. He's not head coach material.
It's a fact.
And you remember what happened? I think it was Dennis Allen. He only coached four games, and Mark Davis got his ass up out of there.
Yep.
And he needs to do the same thing to Josh McDaniels. And last thing before I say, before I let you go, I remember Mark Davis had a post on Instagram, a little video. And he said, L Davis told him this when he was a kid. L Davis said this, and I quote, "You will not be a good team owner when you get older. Father knows best."
That's a fact. Definitely.
Father knows best.
Always does.
Father
always
knows
will.
best.
Always does. Always will. Definitely appreciate the call, bro. Hope to talk to you soon.
Raider Nation, we don't deserve this shit.
That's a fact.
I'm like David Chappelle on Nutty Professor when he was Reggie. I can't take this shit no more. Peace out.
Later, man.
Peace out. All right, peace.
All right, so somebody just said the call was like twice as loud as me. We just fixed that problem, so we should be good. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another one. Ladies and gentlemen, our resident meathead is in the building. Rob Cisneros, what's good, bro?
I'm good, brother. I'll tell you this. This is probably the hottest I've been in a cool fucking minute. I was at that game yesterday. And, it was an early birthday present for my wife. We get there, we're getting our ass kicked the whole fucking game. I'm like, what's going on with these play calls? Like, I get it. Like, McDaniels was trying to throw whatever he could out, but I don't know what the fuck was going on with our offensive line. Aiden had no time. I mean, come on, Matt got 6 sacks on us. Are you fucking kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
And then I was there, like I saw the angle where Tillery hit fucking Herbert, everything. And then here's what got me too. This is one thing I do miss about John Gruden. Anytime there was a fucking questionable call, he threw that red flag was like it wasn't no thing. I literally watched Josh McDaniels fucking walk up to the fucking goal line, walk back, walk to the goal line, walk back, didn't even throw the fucking flag.
Did you see the one when Brandon? Did you see the one with the catch by the Chargers with Staley? How he was like going back and forth, like he was swinging back and forth, like he was going to throw it, put it back in his pocket, took it back out, and flung that. I fucking can't.
And it's just, I've never, like, how, like, we're concerned about, like, oh, our home games, we don't have no fucking backup, right?
Yep.
Like, it's not a home game.
Yep.
That place was fucking deafening when we were on defense to shut these motherfuckers down. Especially on that fourth and one, and we stopped their ass. We were there.
Did you see the video? Did you see the video of the Chargers fan getting chased throughout SoFi yesterday?
I didn't see that part.
Oh my god, bro, you got to see that one. He was getting chased. Security was there and everything, and dude, like trying to be a track star and run away from the nation.
That's not gonna work out there.
Nope.
And then the crazy thing is, because we saw also on the replay, they even showed it on the fucking big board. Herbert never broke that fucking line. He never got
we
that
know.
touchdown.
We sat there watching. We saw every replay that they could show, and that like, look, I'm telling you, not just McDaniels, but it's the same story every single season, every single game. I told you, it's in the commissioner's guidelines. Page 1, fuck the Raiders. Last page, see page 1. Like it's a sin that a lot of these things were not called down the line. You call it PI, an offensive PI against us, but you don't call the offensive PI on Palmer at the end of the game for that 51-yard reception. I don't understand it, man. I don't get it.
I watched that. That was offensive pass interference all fucking day long. I watched that shit. And what Jacoby did, that wasn't PI. He went straight up for the fucking ball with 3 people there.
Yep.
And it was just terrible. Another thing I noticed, and this is why fucking McDeethy needs to get the fuck out. Josh Jacobs is not a fucking pistol formation fucking running back. He's literally next to the fucking quarterback and then running him out of shotgun. The fuck is that? You line him up in the eye behind Jakob, and that's where we got all the fucking yards. And then that's what you can run play action out of to the tight end.
Yep.
All that shit.
This is exactly why he does not need to be in this situation. This is exactly why he does not need to be a head coach. He's not a fucking head coach.
And back to your point about the guidelines shit.
Yep.
I mean, it goes back to fucking last night. Did you see that shit? That fucking late flag after Mahomes threw that fucking pick?
Bro, that dude was being held like, and that was Sauce, wasn't it? That was Sauce being held?
Yeah.
You're being held by an offensive lineman, a guy that's probably 250 pounds, weighs 250 pounds more than you, and you call a hold on Sauce. No, what the fuck?
No, not just that. Not just that part. The part where Mahomes had thrown it and there was an easy interception, and all of a sudden the ref threw the flag super late, but he waited until I think it was Sauce that got that pick. Fucking they threw the flag as soon as he got the pick. And then today, the NFL on their shit is like, Chiefs are 2-0 Swifties or some shit like that. Like, they're doing this shit as marketing.
Yeah, hell yeah, they are. Hell yeah, they are. That's why I already started calling them the Kansas City Swifties, because that's exactly what this shit is right now.
Yeah, they're all it is, oh, look, it's Taylor Swift. Oh, Taylor Swift arrived in the stadium like she's the fucking star quarterback.
Now all of a sudden, this stupid fucking draft is giving the Chiefs more attention than they already had. Like, this shit is annoying, man. And now all her little Swifties are fucking on that bandwagon for Kelsey and the fucking Swifties. Like, I'm over this shit already. And we're only 4 weeks in.
Hey, but you know what? The only good thing I can think of right now, I know that I forgot who it was, the cornerback that they're playing this week is saying that he's going to be talking from the Vikings. He's talking all types of shit. He's like, oh, I'm going to be talking about Taylor Swift to the Kelsey all game long to get in his head.
Yeah, okay. Good luck with that.
My hope is it ends up like Tony Romo and Jessica Simpson. I hope she fucks Kelsey up. I really do.
He's gonna break up with her. She's gonna come out with another hit. We know the vicious circle that is that draft. But Rob, I appreciate the call, bro. We'll definitely be talking tomorrow too. You know we got Beast and Best live with Graf tomorrow, so I definitely hope to hear from you tomorrow too, bro.
You will on my birthday, brother. I'm definitely calling in.
Oh, see, we got to celebrate that, bro. I'll talk to you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to Rob Cisneros. Where's Eli's comment? Anybody going to talk about that BS Jacoby crackback? You know what's funny? That actually wasn't on Jacoby. They called that on Spillane, and that was not a crackback block at all. No, I saw that replay. I looked at the replay again earlier today. That was not a crackback. We got another caller. If I can find this shit. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hammer, what's up? It's the one, the only, the Lumpy Shark. Just wanted to call in and say hi.
What's up, brother?
And how fucking disappointed I am in this goddamn game.
Sound off, bro.
It was rough.
Yours.
There's only fucking 2 dudes on our goddamn defense that play like actual Raiders. Max Crosby and Robert Spillane, who is a fucking animal. Watching him ragdoll that fucking dude into his own player on that interception made my heart happy. And I hope he saws Kelsey in half when we play KC.
This shit just gets worse and worse every fucking week, man.
Oh, dude, it's ridiculous. The whole, dude, and don't even get me started on Tillery. Dude wasn't even all the way out of bounds when he hit it. And they fucking tossed out Tillery.
No. Herbert already had that foot going out. Why the fuck would you continue to try to fucking trail him down when you saw him at that angle going out of bounds? Not the first time he's been called on stupid shit. What was the other one?
That is true. The slapping of the ball will always forever live in my mind as the biggest dumbass move I've seen.
We saw Asante Samuel legit put Hunter Renfrow in a vertical suplex yesterday, and that for them, oh no, just unnecessary roughness. I'm like, this is I mean. Like, this shit does not go both ways when it comes to us and any of our opposing teams.
No, to be honest with you, man, I think Al Davis pissed off a witch, and we are fucking cursed. Like, we are just cursed as a franchise, and we need to. I don't know what we got to do. I don't even know, man. I'm so lost right now. Like, Sundays have turned into just me drinking and crying into my pillow like a man. Like, it sucks.
Lumpy, I definitely appreciate the call, bro. We'll definitely be talking soon.
For sure, my dude.
Course,
Great
bro.
shows, man. You guys have been putting out some awesome content. Love you guys. Have a great rest of your week.
Take care, bro.
See ya.
That content. Where is it? Where is it? Craig Herbert every time. I don't care. Look, Raider fam, if it's within the guidelines, then yes. But when you're doing stupid shit that costs you yourself the rest of the game, nah, bro. You saw the hit that he took that jacked up his finger. The next 2 drives, he was on the front of the struggle bus. That stupid, unnecessary. Oh my God, man. That Bush League shit has got to stop, and he really needs to get his head intact. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Severe from Los Angeles. What's good?
What's up, brother? How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm here to. It's been a whole lot of agreement on your show, man. So I'm here to add a little spice to that thing.
Sound off, bro. Sound off. Floor is yours.
Yo, man. So look, I think Raider fans are the most passionate fans in all of the U.S. That also makes us irrational at times, and I think that a lot of people are using circular logic when it comes to their opinion of Josh McDaniels. They started off with the opinion of him, and now they're looking for every little single thing they can find to validate it. Perfect example, right? A lot of people want to criticize that first and goal at the 4 play. Now, if you look at the statistics, they say first and goal at the 1 or the 2, you have a better chance of scoring if you run the ball. From the 3, that it's about 50-50, and from the 4, it is significantly better and more likely you score a touchdown if you pass. That pass play is a very common pass play that's used in goal line situations by a lot of teams. It's incumbent upon the rub route, being ran correctly. Devontae didn't get over and pick his man quick enough, and then there was some pressure coming off the edge. So Aiden O'Connell has to dirt that ball.
And you see by the time that Jacoby looked for it, he was looking at Asante Samuel with the ball in his hand going in the other direction.
Exactly my point. It wasn't there. It wasn't there, and that's why you run that rollout, because you give your quarterback 3 options. Throw it to the receiver, you can run, or you can get rid of it, and you're outside of the pocket. It is not going to be intentional grounding, and you're not going to lose that time or that yardage. That's why you run a pass play on first down. You got to think strategy.
Yep.
There's more than 2 minutes left. You have 1 timeout left. You want to score, hopefully get the ball back, because Herbert has been struggling in the second half. And then we talk about Josh McDaniels not being aggressive enough. In that situation, he was going for a quick score, getting the ball back, and going for another score. That was what was in his mind with the pass. We want to preserve as much time as possible. We get a pass play. We don't lose any time on the clock, and we get a score. The worst case scenario should have been an incompletion right there. The worst case scenario should have been an incompletion. If not there, you dirt that ball. You live to see another play.
Yeah, throw the shit away. If it's not there, throw the shit away. But again, this kid is incredibly young. This was his first game.
But no. But that's the thing, bro. This is not like that type of decision. That's not a decision. Like, he should know. Yo, I do not throw the ball blind or not, it looks like they switched. So Asante Samuel saw what was there, and he just sat on that route.
Yeah.
So you dirt that ball, but that's not like a rookie quarterback should know that, right? It wasn't no crazy disguise. It was, yo, I'm just sitting here waiting for you to throw it.
Right.
You have to recognize that. On a scale from 1 to 100, Aiden O'Connell's QBR was an 8, bro. Like, I'm not holding nobody's hand, man. People always talk about this nonsense. Oh, why are we giving out participation trophies? I'm getting tired of this. Bro, you had an 8 on a scale of 100. You're not getting no passes. I don't give a damn if you're a rookie or not. Bro, you had 3 turnovers. 2 of the fumbles was pretty much unforced. You got to play better than that, bro. Look what other rookies are doing. Aiden O'Connell was like 24 years old. He started 4 years. Bro, you should know how to make decisions in that type of situation. Like, there's no excuse for making up those type of poor situations. So I'm saying, like,
so you sound like right now that you are putting this solely on AO.
No, I'm not putting it solely on AO. I'm saying not that particular play.
Okay.
The whole team has to be better. They played well in the second half, but I'm saying whenever you turn the ball over, you lose a turnover battle, you're going to lose the game more likely than not.
Right.
You lose the penalty battle, you're going to lose the game more likely than not.
Right.
We lost both yesterday, and we still had a chance to win. So that's on Josh McDaniels not having his team disciplined. That's on him not having Aiden O'Connell ready. That's on him not challenging. In the situations where he needs to challenge. Like perfect example, that Devontae Adams touchdown. Even though we end up scoring anyway, bro, you gotta challenge that. You gotta challenge that. That's situational football, man. So he's not getting it done, but like people putting it all on Josh McDaniels, bro. It's not all on Josh McDaniels. People are like, oh, why don't you run it right there? Well, Josh Jacobs is averaging 3.4 yards a carry, right? So if you run right there, your likelihood of scoring is not very high because his yards per carry was not going to get you to the end zone. So even if he makes his yards per carry, he's not in the end zone. You're burning clock. You're like you have to burn a timeout. Then you're down to 2-minute warning, and then if San Diego gets the ball, not San Diego, but if the Chargers get the ball back, then they can just do what they have to do, get down there. You can't stop the clock at all. And then they kick a field goal in that game, right? So it's like I said, if people are using circular logic, they already have it made up in their mind that they don't like Josh McDaniels and anything he does, no matter what. If we would have ran right there and Josh Jacobs fumbled, like, oh, why are you running right there? Like they would have just criticized him for something else. Like I said before, if Josh McDaniels does something good, it was the players doing it. If he does something bad, it's his fault. If the play doesn't work, it's a bad play call. But if the play does work, it's just the players executing, or it's Devontae. It's not rational, right? I'm coming from a logical place. I didn't want Josh McDaniels, but I'm not going to criticize him for no reason. We're 4 games into a second season. Have I seen what I wanted to see out of my head coach? No. But am I ready to throw in the towel 4 games into a second season? Not at all. I mean, I think we got to be better. We should get a win on Monday night, but that's pretty much all I have to say, man.
Severe, definitely appreciate the call, and we'll definitely be talking soon, bro.
Bet.
Later. All right, I'm not going to take any more calls at the moment, so please do not call, or I will put it on Do Not Disturb. But this was something I put in my guys' group chat last night, and I just want to see if you guys agree, because this is how I'm looking at it after this game. Any other quarterback or vet, any other quarterback, rookie or vet, would have folded with the fumbles, the sacks. AO, realistically, he dusted himself off. He tried to carry this team. And again, the O-line, the lack of discipline, the refs, all that shit was contributing factors. And again, I said it before, at this point, this team really should be a 3-1 team and at the top of our division right now. But woulda, coulda, shoulda. Like I said, I'm at the point now where I do believe now we're looking, and I went backwards, not forward. This shit keeps up. 4-13, 5-12. It is what it is. I said what I said. All right. Anybody else wants to call in? You guys can call in. I just wanted to get that off my chest real quick. 7 wins so far. He's not winning. That's a fact. And shout out to T Severe on that call again as well. Much love, bro. And again, it's great meeting you last weekend out in Vegas. Love the Raiders. Hell yeah, there you go. I thought AO played well, to be honest. Like I said, all the things that he had to deal with, the fumbles, Mac hitting him over and over and over again. It was frustrating, man. It was frustrating. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from? Good job, asshole. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hugdees, Idaho.
What up, brother?
What's going down, Hammer?
You're already on, so sound off.
I got a few things to say. I think Aiden did a decent job as a rookie. Key word there being rookie, okay? Lost a couple fumbles. Didn't have a lot of time back there, but at the same time, he also had more than enough time and held on to the ball too long. That's rookie. That's trying to figure out where your best progression is instead of where you can possibly fit in a tight window or get rid of it or run. On the 1st and goal, I think we were at the 5. Where were we at, Hammer? Remind me.
We're about the 4-yard line.
Okay. 4-yard line. 1st and goal. Any coach in America, you got a running back who's pushing 2.5 yards per carry at the least that game. How many downs gets him in the end zone, Hammer? It's easy math.
You can get in there in fucking 2.
Exactly. So for T. Severe to come on, and usually I agree with Severe, come on and say, hey, we got to throw the ball there. It's a good call, but it's on Aiden to throw it away. It's a terrible coaching call for you not on 1st and goal to take a 2.5 yard per carry back and not put him in the end zone.
Right.
That's all. I'm sorry, but you got to call a friggin' spade a spade.
You
And
saw
I'm doing my
what
best not to
Jakob
curse.
was doing as that lead blocker for Jacobs yesterday. Even on special teams, he lit the sonic rings out of one of those dudes, and I couldn't stop laughing when I saw that hit. He hit him with that low spine buster. I was like, holy shit! Like you finally were going back to the I formation, which works. Jakob being that lead blocker, Jacobs can do anything. And again, you guys were talking about it in the chat, and I saw it as well, and I'm like, this is something I'm not used to seeing. You ran a pistol formation yesterday. The one thing I did like seeing yesterday, which definitely helped, because I said we need to steer away from those halfback draws and those delayed handoffs to JJ, because we saw a lot of that last week, and that shit didn't work at all. But he ran the RPO a couple of times where O'Connell was faking that quick screen, and he faked it incredibly quick and gave it to Jacobs, and Jacobs was eaten. Like, dude, you steer away from shit that works. And that seems to be the ongoing, like, narration, and it's been like that for the last year and 4 games.
Oh, yeah.
You steer away from shit that works. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Let's call a spade a spade. 14 losses in 2 years. We've seen that exact same thing. We saw 5 17-point leads go away last year. Is that on team? Is that on defense? Ultimately, if it happens 5 times in a row, does that happen on coaching because they're not coaching themselves to become better? Like, come on. At some point, you just have to go enough is enough and realize that we're literally trying to root for a man with an 18-31 lifetime record. That's less than, 35% win percentage?
Mm-hmm.
So it's cool to have a team with every 3 games we go out there, we might win one. That's acceptable? No, I'm not doing that no more. That's ridiculous. Something has to change.
Absolutely, bro. John, appreciate the call as always, bro. We've been on 45 minutes already. I'm gonna try to get a few more calls in before we wrap it up. And you could always call tomorrow too when we do the fan show. Or I'm sorry, well, it is a fan show. Every day's a fan show when I open up the vault. But me and Graf tomorrow, you could definitely call in as well, bro.
Hey, stay blessed, brother. And if you haven't seen Graf's last YouTube short, you might just want to check on him.
I saw that
not
shit.
Like cutting down neighbors' trees and stuff and throwing cans in the street.
I'll talk to you soon, bro.
All right, bye.
Later. Shout out to Eli Hickman in the chat. I believe he was in on the Pro Sports app, the Pro Sports fan app, and I think he's in the chat now. I don't know if he hit that subscribe button, but those that are in here for the first time, do not let it be your last. We're on that road to 10K, and we're getting closer and closer to 7K. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, smash the bell. Yeah, you guys don't see the graphic because we got the vault line on the screen, dead center for you guys to see if you guys want to call in and sound off. I'm probably going to take 2, maybe 3 more calls. So try to get them in if you can. If not, we always got tomorrow. Raider Nation News today. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
It's Tight, man. Tight as CPT calling from Compton, LA.
What's going on, bro?
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, the problem is, man, Josh McDaniels is calling plays like he still got TB12 at the helm, and he doesn't. He runs a whole drive, all drives, the next drive, all passing, like they used to do in New England, and it's not working. And also, Van Roten has been a problem from the gate. Josh Jacobs don't know him. As soon as he gets the ball, he pauses. I think we should bring Alex Bars back and the other guard we had. And then we'll have the same consistency we had last year. We were trending in the right direction as an offensive line, and he just messed up the middle man right next to our center.
Bro, I'd much rather have Mumford there or kick Illuminor to the inside to right guard and put Mumford at the tackle. But I'd rather shit my hands and clap than bring back Alex Bars.
But anything's better than Van Roten, though, dude, because I don't see him doing that. Maybe he can pass protect, I guess, but as far as the run game, man, he's further back than our center is at the point of contact. I just think it's stupid, man.
This is something that none of us expected, but I'm talking about Van Roten. Like, this guy is a seasoned veteran. He obviously earned that spot over Alex Bars, which is why Alex Bars is no longer here. But Again, these last 2 weeks have just been a struggle. Like any of the quarterbacks, they have been struggling because of this offensive line. Like our quarterbacks were not sacked until last Sunday against the Steelers. And I don't know what the hell has transpired over the last 2 weeks. And all of a sudden, now our offensive line is having a complete collapse. Like, I'm not understanding this. And these were the type of games that we needed to start this season because the schedule is only going to get rougher. Like I said, woulda, coulda, shoulda. This should be a 3-1 team at this point in time, but we're not. And now we're going back home. Not really. We're playing an away game against Green Bay Packers in Allegiant next Monday night. Like, God only knows how that's going to look because their defense is really not that bad. So I'm these were games that we should have had. We should be sitting at the top of our division right now alongside the Swifties, but we're not. And it is what it is at this point.
Facts, bro.
Definitely,
All right, man.
definitely appreciate the call, brother.
Yeah, definitely, man. But also, man, we also need to. I wish one day we can get a DB coach that teaches our DBs to backpedal. I'm sick and tired of this trail technique because it gets nothing but flags called on us half the time, man.
Charles Woodson, if you're listening, and shout out to Woodson Whiskey, by the way. Yeah, we need you as a D-backs coach, bro. Please.
Dude, yeah, and
Please.
Jacorian Benny's the fastest player on the team, and he's turning and breaking like, dude. You saw how he made up that speed, man. I just don't understand it. But for years, I've been watching this, man. Ugh. All right, God bless, man.
Take care, man.
Peace.
I really appreciate the calls tonight. I really do. I'm loving hearing your guys' insight. I'm loving hearing you guys sound off on all of this because, look, it can't be just me pissed off and frustrated. And I'd much rather hear from you guys. Like tonight is about you guys. It's Overreaction Monday. I'd much rather hear from you guys. Let me take this off the screen real quick. There it goes. Bye-bye. And again, those that are in here for the first time, do not let it be your last. Break them thumbs, hit them subs, and smash the bell. We got another caller. Actually, yeah. Let's give this one a shot. Raider Nation News Today. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, this is Aaron, man. Calling from Modesto, California.
What's going on, bro? Sound off.
Hey, what's up, Hammer? Yeah, check this out, man. I just saw some videos saying that Garoppolo is going to be okay and he's going to start again. What do you think about that, man?
So the presser from this afternoon, which I cut off because I got sick of hearing Mick Douchebag, he's saying that as it stands right now, Jimmy G is still in concussion protocol. If he's cleared, then pretty much Jimmy Garoppolo will resume his starting duties at quarterback come next Monday if he clears concussion protocol this week. That's what he said in the presser.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think that's the best option for us to win right now, or do we ride with Aiden and try to, get some experience under this guy's belt, and 4 or 5 games, we win a couple here and we roll in? So, I think that he's the best option, bro. He's got that downfield threat.
So I said this the other day because this seems to be the ongoing theme when it comes to Jimmy Garoppolo. Like, he went to San Francisco. He's been hurt a couple of times, yes. You've had these quarterbacks come in, various quarterbacks through the draft, whether it being Purdy, whether it being Trey Lance. I feel like there was somebody else that was there, and I can't remember who it was at the moment. But, like, those guys seem to run Jimmy G's spot almost every single time, and that just sounded really, really wrong. So I might as well just queue up the Pornhub. There you go. But it just seems to be the ongoing thing, and at the same time, I can't sit here and say, oh, it's Jimmy G's fault that they've lost. Oh, it's like, I said if we had a very shit record towards the tail end of the season, that's probably when we were going to see Aiden O'Connell get some starts. Again, Garoppolo is still in concussion protocol. So until he's officially cleared, we're not going to know what they're doing yet. So if he's in fact cleared, then yes, go back to starting Jimmy G. If he goes down again, obviously you know who's going to be dialed up. The one thing that bothers me the most right now was like the excuse that McDaniels had in the presser in regards to O'Connell not getting enough reps. your starting quarterback is in concussion protocol last week. Why the fuck did you have him on the field in limited fashion?
Taking reps from
Why?
yeah.
Why? If you had the idea that Garoppolo was not going to pass concussion protocol yesterday, then you should have gotten Aiden O'Connell as many reps as possible to prepare himself for his first start against legit starters and Pro Bowlers in the NFL.
Exactly. And also, did you see on the game that for some reason Hoyer was about to come in and then he got called back?
I said that to Graf. I said that to Graf during our live stream. Like, I'm like, wait a second. Hoyer's like walking onto the field like he's about to play. He's like, no, the fuck he's not. I'm like, no, he just turned around.
Well, I'm always going to be a Raider fan, man. But I've heard it over and over again from other fans. 20 years of this crap or more. It's getting. I mean, it's already old, bro. I don't know what the word is I'm looking for anymore, but it sucks. I don't know about firing McDaniels, but something's gotta. This guy don't know how to call a game, man.
No,
and,
he needs to stick to what
Tom
he knows.
Brady
He
did
should
it all
stay in
for
OC.
him, made him look good.
Right. Right.
And that's it. Now, this guy, I don't know, man. But that's my rant, bro. I want to appreciate you, and I watch your show all the time.
Definitely appreciate the support, man. Take care.
You too.
Bye. All right. Let me get to this before anybody else. Yes, Do Not Disturb is officially on, guys. You know what? I was thinking about this earlier today in regards to Mark Davis. And I've said this in the past, especially when we've gone through things like this. The front office, and it's most specifically him. And look, I don't know if he watches. I don't care if he watches. Like, God rest his father's soul. Because I definitely believe that Al tried to teach him as much as he possibly could when it came to football. But Mark Davis has zero IQ when it comes to football, when it comes to making legit transactions, whether it being drafts, whether it being hiring a head coach. Like, you need a legit president of operations that knows this game like the back of their hand, whether they've previously played or whatever, but they have to have a very high IQ and really know football and know football now. The pass heavy football, because things have changed tremendously. We've talked about the value of running backs and lack thereof now, and that's because this has become truly a pass-friendly league. And I don't understand some of these decisions that have been made. Again, I gave McDaniels a chance, man. One season, 4 games in, you're 7-14 as the head coach of the Las Vegas Raiders. This shit is a joke right now, man. It really is. And somebody put in the chat that apparently Tay put his house up on the market. I don't know how true that is. I don't know who your sources are, where you got that from, but I don't know how true that is at this point in time. And we're not gonna create that clickbait mass hysteria and talk any more about that, because I have a feeling that is cap, and more cap. Hammer, was good, brother. Just tired of hearing Mick Kaka in the pressers. Almost as tired of T Swift. Get him out of here already. Please, salute to you and the best nation of all, Raider Nation for life. Appreciate you, Angel. Let's be real and honest. This organization's been dysfunctional for 40 years. We've had our little spurts here and there where we've had winning records. We miraculously got into the wild card game 2 years ago. Bad pass there by a former Raider quarterback. It's just one thing after another, man. I remember my dad telling me when I was a kid in the early 2000s that Mark Davis doesn't know shit about football. And now you're all grown up, Carlos, and you're seeing it firsthand. Brian Hoyer couldn't even look decent in preseason. No way he would have had a second half like AOC. It wasn't something legendary, but he got his chance to maybe win the game. Like I said, man, any other vet or rookie would have folded like a house of cards. This kid dusted himself off and tried to carry this team and lead them to a win, and terrible play calling at the end costed him his first win. It was just, okay. We have been on we're actually about to hit the hour mark right now. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Again, Pro Fan Sports, this is my very first live with you guys. I apologize. We're taking calls tonight. I'll probably be back on your guys' side of things. This coming Wednesday, we'll do a matchup preview. That show, we shouldn't be taking phone calls, so you guys will have more of my undivided attention. And those that are in the chat right now on YouTube, definitely download the ProFan Sports app. It's an up-and-coming app that has pretty much, it's like X's Spaces. If you're a fan of various teams, you can jump in those chats. These guys, it's kind of like a mini podcast. It's pretty dope from what I've learned so far. I want to thank Deb. I want to thank Justin for reaching out to me today, talking about everything, and giving me an idea of how everything works. I'm definitely going to be using it a few times a week. I can't promise live games on there because, we're here with the scoreboard and all the fun stuff, and Big Bro as well. So, but yeah, definitely download that app, guys, if you can. I'm on there at, hammer_RNNT, and definitely join the Raiders chat as well. It's unfiltered. It's a lot of fun. President of the company is Sean Salisbury. For those are not familiar, former NFL quarterback. He was also an analyst for ESPN as well. So definitely download the app if you guys have the opportunity to. We're going to wrap it up for tonight. I will be back tomorrow with my brother Graf, as we're doing our Beast and Best Raiders Talk Live, so you guys are not going to want to miss that. If you haven't already, on your way out, break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date for all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions, and fantasy football as well. In the house that Hammer built, by the nation, for the nation, Raider Nation news today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID is on the rise. Remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all. Peace, love, and positivity. I'm out.